Read the red. We begin Mark 4. Listen. A farmer decided to sow some grain. As he scattered it across the field, some of it fell on a path, and the birds came and picked it off the hard ground and ate it. Some fell on thin soil with underlining rock. It grew up very quickly, but soon it wilted beneath the hot sun and died because the roots had no nourishment in the shallow soil. Other seeds fell among thorns that shot up and crowded the young plants, so that they produced no grain. But some of the seeds fell into good soil and yielded 30 times as much as he had planted. Some of it even 60 or 100 times as much. If you have ears, listen. You are permitted to know such truths about the kingdom of God that are hidden to those outside the kingdom. Though they see and hear, they will not understand or turn to God or be forgiven for their sins. But if you cannot understand this simple illustration, what will you do about all the others I'm going to tell you about? The farmer I talked about is anyone who brings God's message to others, trying to plant good seed within their lives. The hard pathway where some of the seed fell represents the hard hearts of some of those who hear God's message. Satan comes at once to try to make them forget it. The rocky soil represents the hearts of those who hear the message with joy. But like young plants in such soil, their roots don't go very deep. And though at first they get along fine, as soon as persecution begins, they wilt. The thorny ground represents the hearts of people who listen to the good news and receive it, but all too quickly the attractions of this world and the delights of wealth and the search for success and the lure of nice things come in and crowd out God's message from their hearts, so that no crop is ever produced. But the good soil represents the hearts of those who truly accept God's message and produce a plentiful harvest for God, 30, 60, or even 100 times as much as was planted in their hearts. Then he asked them, when someone lights a lamp, does he put a box over it to shut out the light? Of course not. The light couldn't be seen or used. A lamp is placed on a stand to shine and be useful. All that is now hidden will someday come to light. If you have ears, listen, and be sure to put into practice what you hear. The more you do this, the more you will understand what I tell you. To him who has shall be given, from him who has not shall be taken away even what he has. Here is another story illustrating what the kingdom of God is like. A farmer sold his field and went away, and as the days went by, the seeds grew and grew without his help, for the soil made the seeds grow. First a leaf blade pushed through, and later the wheat head formed, and finally the grain ripened. And then the farmer came at once with his sickle and harvested it. How can I describe the kingdom of God? What story shall I use to illustrate it? It is like a tiny mustard seed. Though this is one of the smallest of seeds, yet it grows to become one of the largest of plants, with long branches where birds can build their nests and be sheltered. Let's cross to the other side of the lake. quiet down. Why were you so fearful? Don't you even yet have confidence in me? Come out, you evil spirit. What is your name? Go home to your friends and tell them what wonderful things God has done for you and how merciful He has been.